What is up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. I hope you're all doing okay. I hope you're enjoying your week. I hope so anyway. I'm back again for a second video this week. As you may or may not have seen, I don't know if it was the other day of my recent pickups. The video I'm going to do today is I've seen a few people sort of do their own little sort of videos of their own, of the games that own for a certain system. And I thought I'd do one of them for my NES. At the moment, NES is probably one of, it's not the fucking biggest collection in the world. There's people that fucking look at mine and think, what the fuck's that sort of thing. But it's probably one of my biggest collections, if not the biggest collection I own. It's a mixture of loose and boxed. So yeah, some of the loose ones. About 9 of them are in like protected cases, which I got a while back. So I do like my games in protected cases, especially boxed ones. So let's get on with it. I'll start with the loose ones. Some of these people right in there might recognise my current wrestling collection video. So I'll start off with them, and that is fantastic. WrestleMania Challenge, Steel Cage Challenge, WrestleMania, Tecmo World Wrestling, Pro Wrestling. That's a wrestling game, so I got Batman. I'm clearly a big fan of Batman. State or Die. I picked this up because it's, I've not had a chance to actually play it yet, but it's meant to be a real good game. And I do love skateboarding games, whether the serious ones like the State series or fun ones like the Tony Hawk ones, or the older Tony Hawk ones. So I thought I'd pick that up. The Addams Family. Picked this up. I love the Addams Family, I love the Addams Family, but specifically this Addams Family. Bad Dudes vs Dragon Ninja. The next lot of games past I'm going to show you are not in protected cases, and that is Shadow Gate. Paperboy, which I think everyone needs a Paperboy game in their collection, personally. Solar Jetman, Hunt for the Golden Warship. Yeah. High Speed, World's #1 Pinball. Got to know, yeah. You know what, I think in this sort of, when people talk about like Tetris type games, obviously they talk about Tetris, then they talk about columns. I mentioned a lot of people mention columns. Not enough people talk about this, personally. NES Open. Again, I like golf games, and one Mario Plate, can't do no. Mario 3. Mario 2. Mario. Captain Skyhawk. Hook, which I love Hook. I love the film Hook. I fucking love, because I'm a big fan of Robin Williams. And Hook was, I think Hook might have been one of, if not the first, Robin Williams film I saw. So it holds a safe, soft spot. Let me start again. Holds a place in my heart because of that. George Foreman's Carry Boxing. One of the first games I picked up with the system actually is Bart versus the Space Mutants. Disney Adventures in the Magic Kingdom. And for the last of the loose games, DuckTales. So they're my loose games. I mean, with certain systems, some people prefer boxed, some people prefer loose. With the NES, if depending on the day, wrestling games, I'd rather have got boxed, but I've got some of them unboxed. I'm like, I can't bother now. Some games which you see in my box collection, or box side of the collection anyway, some of them I started off loose, but I mentioned quite a few times on the channel that the Retro Hunter, he's quite good with, like, if I say to him, got a loose copy of this game, you have a box version, don't upgrade to that, and give you a few quid difference. 9 times out of 10, he was like, yeah. It depends on if it's a game that doesn't sell as quick, loose. I think it's only happened once, but it's 9 times out of 10 he's done it. I don't know with Min 64 collection, I don't know with Dolls and I. Because I picked up loose one in the box shop, I love fucking Dolls and I don't love you Mission Dolls and I. Well, I think so anyway. I think with, and there's medal of on I think on the ground, I think it is on Demo Advance. I had that loose. He had a box shop. He swapped it over. So the only I think I need infantry. Medal of infantry is the only medal one I need actually in a box. To complete, I got at least one version of every medal on the game, but that's the only one I need boxed to complete, have it as a complete boxed collection. So yeah, so let me start with the carry on with the collection. So I'm fucking going off topic. I can normally fucking do. Make a bit of room. Yeah, first staff games. I didn't all my games you'll see in protective cases. Because it's drop it's OCD and I want them in protective cases. The first one is Dragon's Lair. Next one is, this is one of the games I actually wanted boxed, which I got a loose one from last year's EGX. Said to the Retro Hunter, can I swap it for a box one? And he did, and that is Duck Hunt. But the thing I like about this copy of Duck Hunt, it's Duck Hunt, a box copy of Duck Hunt, but mine was a normal Duck Hunt. But this, as you might tell, is a Mattel version of Duck Hunt. And so is the cartridge. I'll show you. You don't think I'm lying. I like to be honest with you guys. You know? It's been so long since I've opened the case. See how we're fucking sizing it. It's very fucking minute, but there's Mattel on the case. On the cartridge. And from what I've been told by the Retro Hunter, that the Mattel version of Duck Hunt, I don't know if it's just the Mattel version of Duck Hunt or any of the black labelled games that have Mattel on it are slightly more awkward, not rare or hard to find, but in the black label series they're a little bit more hard to find than the normal versions, apparently. But I was quite happy to get the Mattel version of Duck Hunt. Next I want to show you another black label game, and that is Golf. Again, I love my old games. Next, I've got this game. I think you can get this on the SNES, I think other systems, and that's Aliens 3. Play this, and I actually a real fun game. This. Next, it's if you love Alien, I think Alien is a tricky franchise to do well in a video game. In recent years, the best one you'll get, I think the best one in general you get is Aliens Isolation. That, if you've not played that, that's the best Aliens game you'll probably fucking play. But this is it's fantastic. It's up there, I think, for me. Yeah. Next game. Is Tottenham. Tottenham's a meh type of game, personally. It's not the. Almost time right. It's an. And I said it's a meh type game. Do it that way. So yeah. Next one is Quantum Fighter. Well, this is like a side-scrolling fighter, like it's basically a side-scrolling fighter. Next game I've got is Turbo Racing. Love my racing games. Next game is Mission Impossible. I think I've got a Mission Impossible game on 64, I think. I don't know, but at least one. Next game is, as in my fatty, I love my food, so I thought fatty I'd get in game form, McDonald's. This is like, from what I've played, it's like basically about McDonald's for fatties. It's like McDonald's, not Mario, perfect game to play. Basically. Next game is Isolated Warrior. This one is a side-scrolling shooter that's not side-scrolling. It's sort of isometric at an angle type thing shooter, but it's actually quite fun. Days of Thunder, another racing game, and Goal. Again, not the biggest football fan, but it went towards my box collection. I think the day I was getting games that day. Fucking flies. So the day I was getting games that day. I was picking up NES games that day. That's when that I saw that I needed, and it was boxed. So I thought, well, dear. So, the last little pile, I think, other than Dragon's Lair, Duck Hunt, Dolphin, Aliens, this is probably my overall strongest pile, personally. And that is Gremlins 2, which is my horror game of choice for Halloween. I think I picked this up from CEX, which you know what, sometimes with CEX it's you pay over, sometimes you pay under, depends on the game. Well, stupid they are, bit of both. But I think I paid about average, but for a CEX copy it's not bad condition, and it's really, with all my lot of CEX, it's not many games I've seen with it, I think I'll do that, especially with retro anyway. It's very touch and go, I think, for me. Next game is Pac-Man. I think every collector, personally, needs Pac-Man in their collection. Especially the NES version of Pac-Man, because this, for me, is the closest thing to the arcade game. And the game I'll show you, this one, in a minute, is another arcade game. But similar to this, for me, it's closely to the arcades, personally. So next one, you can't go wrong with Pac-Man. Next one I'll show you is Home Alone 2, The Lost in New York. And it's the best thing about this game is that it's Home Alone. His name is called Home Alone. Game 7 is okay. I didn't have a chance to pick this up sooner from a shop in Southend called Basio. If you've not heard of Basio, from my experience, they actually try to quite. It's basically it's like CEX, but it's a little better. It's under the radar, but better. It's smaller shops, but they do a better retro section. Personally, well, the one back in South End does anyway. They had a copy of this. A little bit, about 2-3 cheaper than the retro one, but it was in slightly worse. It was worse condition. With this one, it's decent condition, but like £2-3 more. For that, I'd rather by the time if I got one from the base show, by the time I got a protective sleeve, I'm practically paying the same price anyway. So I might as well do this one. So, yeah. Next one I'll show you, it's Castlevania 2 Simon's Quest. Probably my more expensive game in my collection. It shows how small my collection is. But I picked it up for 2 reasons. That's quite a few reasons actually. A, it's a Castlevania game. I think you need Castlevania games in your collection. 2, it's a box Castlevania game. Granted, the back of it's not the best. There's got a lot of few marks here. That's what some here. But it's a box Castlevania game. And Darren, if you're watching, Castlevania. That's very so yeah. And it's a fun game. Not people sort of, when they talk about Castlevania, they sort of skim over Simon's Quest, but I love this one personally. So yeah, Castlevania 2 Simon's Quest. This next game is again as earlier with Pac-Man, another arcade game, but it's a sort of 2-in-1 sort of thing. That's Donkey Kong's Classic. Now with this you get, unless you don't know, you get obviously Donkey Kong. Anyway, Donkey Kong Jr. I didn't play until I picked this up. I picked this up the same day I got Castlevania 2. But I picked this up the same, but it went until I didn't play Donkey Kong Classic until I played this. But original Donkey Kong I have played previously. There's a few reasons why I got this. A, it's Donkey Kong. Again, like a lot of the games, you need Donkey Kong in your collection. It was not, I saw it box, I thought I wanted it box, and I think at the time I picked this up, I was watching The King of Kong, which if you've not seen is a fantastic film. Bit sour, it's a bit recently, you know, like Billy Mitchell, you fucking arsehole, cheating cunt, but it's still good fun to watch, and you can pick up fairly cheap. Last week I'm going to show you are Teenage Mutant Suicidal Turtles. Turtles. I think this was another game I had loads of, but I was boxed. In fact, that's a real good game, but I don't know why I put it here. I thought it was in Europe. Don't know why. I can probably Google this, but I don't fact. But yeah, this is another game I picked up loose. Picked up boxed. Quite glad I did. The last thing I'm going to show you is actually I got quite good. What been told from people, quite good still. Not still, but it was I paid it under what it normally would go for in a retail setting, or that's in general for this game, and that is Star Wars. Now, I picked this up again from Basio. And I think David had picked up pretty much going on. Like it's boxed, cartridge, manual. But I paid. I think I paid £10 for it. And from what I've been told, if you went from a few people, if you anywhere else it would have get in. Anywhere, like I said, anywhere else, it would have been a few quid more. With box, manual, or fucking Jesus Christ. Yeah, obviously with the box, the manual, and all like that, £10 I paid, and apparently that's quite a good deal, especially as a Star Wars game. Star Wars game for 10 quid. You can't go wrong, but in this one, because I know I think I mentioned. Oh, fuck my life. Imagine being told about Super Star Wars and like that. This one I've not really seen people talk about, but this one you pilot the Millennium Falcon in 3D space combat, brave the Tatooine desert in Luke's land speeder, escape the Death Star and rescue Princess Leia. But I've not heard a lot of people talk about this one, so I thought, oh fuck it, I'll pick it up. And I'm a massive Star Wars fan. Yeah, £10 apparently not be a good deal. So, that is my current NES collection. It'll probably stay like this for quite a while. Or I might get games here in dribs and drabs. But, if that changes, or changes enough to warrant a second video, further down the line, I will do that. And at some point I want to do videos on other collections when they get to a certain point. Like that sort of, the equivalent of that size. Might do one on my PS2, maybe. Might do one on my Xbox One games. At some point a few about 2-3 years ago I done one on my Vita. Personal stuff has happened where I had lost that collection for a new collection. So maybe maybe later in a few months, I know a lot of import games, I might do a Vita one. But I'll see how things go. So that's my collection. Hope you enjoyed the video. And I hope you have a good day. And I hope... I'm 2013. Hope you got the games you're looking for. And I hope you get the deals that you're looking for. Have a good day, guys. Enjoy.